somebody said, was it easy to get hired? The hiring process was a little over a year for me. You know, you put your application in, they got to do all the backgrounds. And I'm gonna give you guys a little nugget. You're young right now, so you shouldn't have credit. But if you do decide that you're gonna get credit, you better have good credit. Because when they check your background and you're not paying your bills and you got bad credit, they're gonna say, if you can't pay your bills, what makes you think you could be an officer? Because you're telling people, you're holding the law down on different people, but yet you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So they want you to be a law-abiding citizen as well. So make sure, guys, that if you're looking into a field of law enforcement and you know a background check is coming, make sure you pay all your bills, and definitely don't have marijuana in your system, because you'll never get a job that way either. So that's a couple of things. Sam, you can jump in. That's a couple of things that I would.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. And I know they're probably thinking, God, you know, he sounds a lot like Mr. Davis, right? At the same time, but this is the true of what this is, and we know we've had to go through those background investigations, and they're just deep, and you can't just run around and do anything you want and expect when they're doing your investigation that, you know, you're going to pass everything if you're messing up.
Yeah. And this one right here, it says, let me go this way. What are some skills you need to have as a correction officer? First of all, you got to be trainable, teachable, and coachable. If you're trainable, teachable, and coachable, anybody can show you how to be any kind of officer. If you know how to talk to people, if you understand how to talk and listen to people, because you know what? Sometimes in prison, they don't have family members visiting them. They don't have, the mother and father kicked them out. They don't want nothing else to do with them. They don't have girlfriends, right? So sometimes you're the only one that can get through to them. I remember situations where, I mean, over the smallest things, these inmates want to go off. And once you peel the banana and you realize, okay, what is the problem? And you realize the problem is maybe his wife sent him a Dear John letter. Dear John letter is, you know, hey, John, I hate to tell you, but I'm running off with your best friend. You know, those kind of letters. My mother died. My father died. My brother died. You think that could happen? Absolutely. So as an officer, I know that these things happen, but there's nothing wrong with having empathy. I didn't say sympathy. I said empathy. That means that I could acknowledge what's happening with that guy, and I can give him a phone call. I can make sure that he's okay. So those kind of things will tee you up really good to become a good correctional officer, because you know how to listen and you know how to talk, and that's big.
Yeah, definitely. Good. Okay.